Kristin. So I have an update video for you. Back in the beginning of the year, I joined forces with a bunch of other ladies here on YouTube in the Makeup Use Up 2016. This is something that L is for living. You know, she grouped all of us together, and in that original video I have the list of all of the women that are participating, so I will link that video below, so if you want to check out some of the other ladies, you certainly can. And also, I've done one other update. I'm doing an update every quarter, so I will link that update below for you as well. So I have my list printed of the things that I have been working on. So for me, I've been doing a use up sort of thing, series, whatever, for several years now. I always have things on a list, and as things come off, I put other things on. So I kind of have combined those two together, and that's what we're gonna do. So the first part of my list is things that I've been working on, and some of the two sort of go together, but let's just get started, shall we? I didn't even think that I was going to be able to film this today, but I got back from running some errands after having filmed a video this morning, changed my lip, add a little more blush, and we're just gonna go ahead and get going here. So, all right, the first thing that I have on here, and this will be in the section below listed previous products mentioned, was the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. If you pay attention at all to my below what I'm using and working, you know, what I'm wearing on my face, this is always in there because I'm continually working on it. Now, there's no way for me to show you what's in here, but can you hear? It's got to be getting to empty. But I use this every single day. It works really well on my face blemishes. I don't like it underneath my, I feel like I'm very bright. I feel like it's too much light. It works very well on face blemishes. I do not like it underneath my eyes because it does actually crease underneath my eyes. So I am continuing to work on that. The next thing was the Maybeline Color Tattoo and Bad to the Bronze. I feel like I've been working on this forever. I love it, but it's just like the never ending. So I don't know that I have made a ton of progress here in the past few months, but it's getting there. It needs to be probably stirred up one more time. And I said, I think it was maybe in a Periscope, that when it comes to the end of the year with this one, I will have had it a very long time, and if it's not used up, I will toss it, but I'm working really hard. Next thing was a sample size I had of the Makeup Forever HD, and I did use this up. I did a review on this that I will list below for you if you want to see. I loved this foundation. Absolutely loved it. One of my favorite foundations in a long time. Really want to buy the full size, stopping myself from doing it because let's be real, I'm a foundationaholic. So I'm trying really hard not to purchase that. There's a couple of drugstore ones that people really would like me to try and review, so I'm holding off, but I loved that. I really, really liked that. You can, like I said, check out my review. I talk more about it there. The next was the NARS All Day Luminous Foundation, and that was a little sample size. I did finish that up. I didn't like that on its own at all. So I ended up mixing it with one of the other ones I'm using up, the MAC Mineralized, and, you know, was able to work through that, but I did not like it at all. But I'm happy to have worked through both of those because they had been on my list for quite some time. The Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pens. I'm down to 2 of these, and one of these I've made great progress on. So I have my little sheet here. This is the best I can do. All right, so hopefully you can see the line up here, and that's the progress that I've made on that one. So I feel really good about this, and how I'm using this up is I'm using it as a base all over my eye and then putting a shadow over it. So really pleased with my progress there. The next one I'm not doing so well on, but I think I will end up doing the same thing in the fall probably. Let me get the cap off here. And that's the one in, it's like Sage Gold or something like that. Let's just see if I made a little bit of progress there. Not very much, but in the fall I can see myself using that a lot more, so I'm getting there. My concern with this is that it's getting very dry. You can probably see that it's kind of wobbling around in there, so it was a little tricky the last time I used it, but nonetheless, making some progress. Next item was the Too Faced Perfect Lips, and I'm telling you guys, I use this and use this. This is one of the reasons why I liked it so well. So you can see I have made some progress, but it just doesn't quit. It just keeps going. You don't need very much of it, and so I'm working on it. It's just not going away very fast. All right, the next one was the Smashbox Powder Foundation, and this is one of the things that's on both of the lists. Like I said, it's kind of confusing, but it doesn't really matter. I'm working through my products, and you can see I have some serious pan, way more pan than the last time. I will probably have this used up before the next update. What I think I'm going to do, and I've seen Kristin from Kristin K do this, smash, you know, kind of like break it up and then repress it in the middle, because I'm starting to damage my brush by trying to get the outside of it. So we'll see, but I really love that powder. It's a great powder. That's everything from my previously mentioned sort of items. So now we'll move on to the goals that I set forth for myself for this year. The first thing on there was 2 primers, the Chanel Blanc and the Arbonne Makeup Primer. And I had added the last update, if you remember, the Biorderma Sensibio AR something. And I added that in because I needed something that was a little more moisturizing. And I used that one up completely. Absolutely loved that primer. Absolutely. Now that it's summer, I've gone back to the, I just bumped it around. Darn it, but I've used way down to here. This is the Chanel, and I really like this. It's a great primer. The Blanc de Chanel Base Lumiere Universal. It's an illuminating base. Really pretty. Love this. So like I said, it's down to about here. I will definitely have this used up by the next update, and then I will move on to the Arbonne. I've not touched this yet. I'm really trying to use up that one, and then I will move on to this one. So good progress there. For foundations, it's the Guerlain Tenue de Perfection and the MAC Mineralize. You're probably all familiar. I'm actually going to grab a tissue here because for the MAC Mineralize, you can't really see. So I'm going to do this like oil, like when you're checking your oil. I'm going to wipe this off. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm doing here? We're going to put this in, screw it back down, and then take it out so that we can see. This is the only way I can figure out to show how much I've used. So can you see? I just have that much left in there. Great progress. Feeling really good about that. On top of this is the Guerlain is down to here. And I don't like this by itself. I don't like this by itself, but together they are delightful. And let me throw this tissue out before I get it all over myself. So that's good. Great progress there. And I will add something in, of course. But my goal was to use up 2 of them. And, of course, the foundation samples that I had. So feeling good about that. Then I wanted 3 concealers on there. I didn't have the Tarte Maracuja as one of the ones listed here. So in my head, I must have been focusing on under eye concealers. So I have not made any progress on any of them but the Double Wear, which is the first one. So I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear on there, the Estee Lauder Perfectionist, and the MAC Pro Longwear. Lofty goals. That was kind of the theme of the last update. Same theme here, but it is only July. So it's not, I still have 6 months, but I have right there, and maybe I'll try to mark it this time. I'll maybe even mark up my Chanel bottle, but I will definitely have this used up before the next update, and then I will move on to the Chanel Perfectionist. Next thing was 1 powder foundation, and that is the Smashbox. We've already discussed what that is. 2 finishing powders, the e.l.f. Complexion Perfection, and the BareMinerals. So where did I put the e.l.f.? Well, here is the e.l.f. and I really am focusing mostly on this part. I kind of get in all of them, but I have made great progress since the last time. Great progress. Really, once I have this pink used up, I'm going to call it a day on this particular one, and then I will move on to the BareMinerals, but I've not touched the BareMinerals one yet. Lofty goals, my friends. Lofty goals. All right, I had 2 eye primers on my list, the MAC Eye Base and then the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've not finished the Urban Decay Primer Potion, so I've not moved on to the MAC Eye Base, but I'm doing really well. You can kind of see it's down to here. It's getting to the point where I'm going to have to cut it open to get it out, but great progress. I will definitely have that one used up by the next update and should be well into the MAC primer. 2 blushes that I wanted to hit pan on. That was my goal for the blushes. And the one I did already last time, and that's Tom Ford Frantic Pink, so I haven't been focused on that one quite as much because I just wanted to hit pan. And the other one is Cargo Tonga. I am telling you, if you watch my videos regularly and hear me, wait till the end for me telling you what I'm wearing, I wear this all the time. It may never happen. I look on the edges of it. I feel if you want to purchase a blush that is going to last you a really long time, check out the Cargo blushes. So I don't know how to show you. I mean, you can kind of see it, that like it looks like I'm going to hit pan, but I'll just keep trying. I will just keep trying. All right, for eyeshadows that I wanted to hit pan on, I had picked 2. The Maybelline in Linen and then Wet n Wild Nutty. So first let's talk about Maybelline Linen. I had already hit pan on it last time, and you can definitely see I have much more pan showing this time. And I am a little concerned about the fact that I have picked Nutty now because I understand it has been discontinued. Can anybody verify that for me? I've heard from a couple of people. I would like to know, because if that is the case, then I am removing this from my trying to hit pan on, and I will pick something else. I love this shade, and if it's truly discontinued, I'm going to be sad. I've not hit pan, but you can see how much of that I have used. It's really only a matter of time. I don't know. Maybe I should just continue to use it up. It just, I don't know. I'm conflicted. I don't know what to do about it. So let's move on to something else. 3 eyeliners I had on there in addition to the ones that I had on there. And I either 2 blacks and a brown or 2 browns and a black. However, it worked itself out. So I've already used up the Pixi Black Cocoa and the Pixi Onyx. And so one of those was brown and one was black. I am on to my Avon Glimmer Stick, and that is it. That is all that I have left in that one. I've been focusing on that. This is a really nice liner. I really liked it. I liked that it's retractable. It's a good price point. It stays really well in my waterline. This is great. And then the other 2 that I have added in is the Tarte Skinny Smolder Eyes in Onyx. And then the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes in number 2L. So those are the 2 that I will add in. I don't have a black one in here currently, so this for sure is the black I'm working through. And then once I'm done with that Avon, I will be working on this Makeup Forever. For lipsticks, I decided I wanted to work through 3 minis. I already worked through the NARS Rakugian, which now I have another one of because of my birthday gift or something, I don't know. And then the Marc Jacobs Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That is all that is left. I'm doing really well. This will definitely be used up by the next update. One of my favorite shades. And I have another mini, so I don't even feel sad about using that one up. And then I added in the NARS New Lover. And I did make a mark on here for that. Getting it to stand there. So I have made good progress. There was my line before. So I have definitely made good progress. And the reason, in case you're wondering why there's only 1 line and this is my second update, is because I didn't do it very well the last time. So I just started fresh with my update last time. So yeah, so that is that. And the next thing on here was the bronzer, and the one that I had 2 of them on there. MAC Aphrodite Shell and the Mary Kay bronzer. I think I just had that. I wanted to use up 1, but I had like a backup. Anyway, I have made some really good progress on this, and I really like this. I will be sad when it's used up. I am getting to the point where though, it's starting to damage my brush a little bit. And this isn't a powder, it's a cream. So I'm not quite sure. Tell me what your thoughts are on this as far as, you can see it's down to this. So like there's really more pan showing than you can actually see because of the way this pan is constructed, if that's the right word. So I'm not really sure. I may switch to a smaller brush and try to use up some more of it, which would make me sad because I love that Tom Ford brush, but I also don't want to damage it. Anyway, I'm continuing to work on it. When I've decided that that one's done, then I will move on to the Mary Kay bronzer. So for skincare, I had already worked through the Estee Lauder Re-Nutrive Ultimate Lift Age Correcting Cream Rich. That was already gone. The Lancome Regenerative Lift Multi-Action Night. I used that up. And the Clinique Moisture Surge Intense. That has been used up. I didn't like that at all. I talked about that in my empties. Had a funny scent to it and it just didn't work for me. Not my favorite. Then I had 4 sample sizes of the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, and I have 2 here. There's 1 in, and actually I think there's 2 in my empties. I think I had 1, I did to fill my empties last month really early. So I think I have 2 in there, and then those are used up. And I think that that is everything. I really have made a concerted effort to work through my skincare, and I'm continuing to do that. I don't have very many sample sizes of things left. I have a sample size, not moisturizer, but a cleanser that I have in my shower right now that I'm using from Estee Lauder, and then I have a few other kind of things that I just got in a recent gift with purchase. But that's one of the things that when I get those sample sizes in, I'm trying to not just kind of throw them in a drawer. I'm trying to really use them. I think that that's important. I mean, what good do they do us if they're just sitting in a drawer? So, and I have learned this, I will just say this quickly. I don't like the Re-Nutrive line from Estee Lauder. It's definitely not my favorite. I don't like the cleanser that I'm working through, but I want to make sure that I work through things because otherwise it's like wasted money, right? Okay. I hope you enjoyed this. On my face today actually is not the products I normally use. It's the products from Doll 10. Hopefully you've already seen or you're going to see. I'm not sure which order these are going to go up. And get ready with me with those products. So that's what's on the majority of my face as far as base products. For blush, when I came home, because I filmed that a while ago, I just topped off the cream blush that I had from Doll 10 with the Topeka from Cargo. And on my eyes today, I have the Walking in Eggshells trio from Wet n Wild, and then I have just a little bit of Max Wedge in the crease. And on my lips, which is probably more what you're interested in, is the Urban Decay lip liner in Firebird from the Gwen Stefani line. And then that same lipstick, the Firebird lipstick from the Gwen Stefani line, which had a little girl smash it into the top of the thing, but it still worked. Had to have a slight pause for somebody driving by. It's okay. I'm happy to be able to have the windows open. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this. And then, like I said, if you want to check out my other updates or any of the other ladies, that stuff will be in the description box. All right. Have a great day, and in everything that you do, be beautiful. Bye.